In today's day and age and all that kind of crap, it doesn't happen that often here in Seattle, Washington. But every once in a while we get power outages. I know on the East Coast you get them all the time. It's like with hurricanes and shit happening all the time. But it's like, we don't get them that often, so I really haven't had that much of a need to really work on it. It wasn't until Subcool, when he was kicked out of his apartment and or his house where he had the pool and was growing and got ripped off and blah 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 blah. Moved into the trailer, and the trailer was where he was in before he passed away. Um, but when he moved into the trailer, it didn't have power, and he had to add power to it. And so I was looking into the solar and battery backup and all that kind of stuff. And I bought myself a battery backup for my house, which I was going to use for the grow room for when the lights go off. You know, 5,000, whatever volt amp, whatever I don't know what they call them. Power. I thought it'd be enough. Um, but it was the battery only. I only use two 6 cell large batteries in order to make a 12 volt circuit, and I thought that would be enough, big enough to power. Well, it's not. You need to have like two or four of those in order to get it to have enough power to back up, blah blah blah, stored energy. um Anyway, um that was what, 5, 6, 7 years ago now, and it's like I looked into currently what is on the market for backup solar or backup battery power, and started reading on it, and they've changed a lot. Number one, the battery that I used was the old, whatever sealed, you know, whatever old school battery is that I'm used to, and they've changed immensely. And it's a nickel hydrate or whatever it is that that they use now in a sealed contained unit, which has all the correct electricity components to make sure that it doesn't explode and do anything bad and all that kind of shit. As long as you follow the directions and all that, you can fuck them up so good. Trust me. Um, but anyway, started reading into them and reading about just which companies are a little bit better than others and which have these types of advantages over the others. I made a choice, and Anchor Solex is the brand that I chose. They're a little bit more expensive, but it's like there's some of the features, and because of the longevity and the amount of people that stand behind them, I went with it, and boy was I ever glad. Um, the unit that I have, this little guy right there, um, as a 2,000 amp hour, I think they're called. They do make the 1,000 amp hour, which is what I was looking at first for like $500, and I thought, ooh, 4 or 500, and I thought that's a good price, and it's like from what they're saying, these really really do help. Um, but reading up on this one, and it particular is the type that can be charged at the same time as it's being used. So this makes great backup so that you have it sitting in place. All your appliances that you would be using when the power outage goes on, TV, your internet, your router, all these things. The router, I have a separate little power supply which is coming for it, just to back it up because it's on a separate area of the house. And it'll be a short-lived until I can plug it in again. But anyway, um, this damn thing is pretty amazing. They're currently at about $850, so it's pretty expensive. But it's like they're guaranteed for I think 5 or 10 years. The 5-year guaranteed, and it's like the battery life is I think guaranteed for 10 years or more, because it's got like whatever 40,000 cycles, being able to go from zero to charge, and there's no loss. There will be over the time. Oh, and then even after that, it's an 80%. They'll last forever. Anyway, bought it. Been experimenting with it. Used it, plugged in too much stuff and all that kind of crap, and done too little stuff, and have it really in a happy place right now. I have, like I say, my computer, my TV, which is a big screen TV, which is no big deal. I have a router in this room, which picks up the router from the other room. One fan or two fans running off it. Currently, I have 3 LEDs in this room. I think this light bulb. And then, if I go in, oh, I want to do it. Gotta turn my laser off. There we go. Refresh. Black coffee. Okay. Yeah, tough. I have to go into another room. Whoa. This is the dark room. 73 degrees. Oh. And I guess I can't turn this damn thing around, but that's mEye. And I believe we're running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. Yeah. 9 cob LEDs in this room, which is my bloom room. And in this room, I'm running 1, 2, I think just the 2 fans. 2. Okay, and that's all off that Solex, whatever, my power station, the little power station. I think that number one, if you're trying to choose a battery backup, for your home, the idea isn't to get a whole home generator thing. You can do that, but you end up having to pay an electrician or know what you're fucking goddamn doing. Excuse me. Know what you're doing really well, so that you don't blow yourself up or cause yourself a fire problem. But for people like me, Anchor Select is a company which stands behind their work and thoroughly tests out and has so many thousands of people all around the world that are testing these things. They know what they're doing, and I would stand behind their products quite well. I may try something else, but I'm going to buy more of them, and because it's like I've decided that number one, this would be great. And it's like I have other rooms inside my house, and it's like I like to have 1 or 2 of them maybe, and put them into the separate rooms, just to control that room. One by the kitchen. You can't run, the stove. You can't run, anything 240 volt. You can set it up to do that, but it's like it costs more money, and it's like, what do you need it for? I got small, 120, hot stoves that cook most of my food anyway, and it's like when I cook, so it's like anyway, stay tuned, there's more available, but thought I'd do one of these. Let me know what you think. Have a dang day. See ya.